Alright, welcome to the channel. I'm SmileyFaceX, and today we have the first of the Broken Arrow OCE Discord in-house games on the Wicked Wednesday. This is a weekly occurrence to try to introduce new people into the Discord, so give them a chance to battle it out with some pretty fun rule sets. This first week we are doing Tab Trouble. Each phase of the game, 2 tabs are going to be banned out. So, we've already done the roles. I'll fucking edit them in right now.
One stream.
All right. First phase, the bans are. What's that? Vehicles?
Vehicles, yeah.
And infantry.
And
All right.
oh,
So it's a recon and healer battle.
That means for phase 2.
Sorry, this is rigged. This is bullshit. 1 in 36.
Group
AA. Fuck yeah.
So next one, helicopters.
I don't think you've done
And
this right. By the way.
recon.
There's 7 categories. You know there's 7 categories, right?
Isn't there fucking 6, cunt? And the bans for phase 1 are infantry and vehicles. For phase 2, it's going to be recon and helicopters. And for phase 3, it's going to be support and aircraft. We're going to be spectating from the US side. So let's get into it. All right. I also have a couple of people who help me out commentating here. We have Big Z as well as Kermit observing from the Russian side.
How's it going?
Let's go.
Yay. We'll eliminate hotel. Oh wait, it's not even there. What?
Yeah, small map.
Yep, fair. All right. So what do we got? Phase 1, infantry and vehicles are out. So the ground game is going to be very sparse, very recon dominated. It looks like Reborn was min-maxing the fuck out of what he had going on. So I'm excited to see what he's got planned. Let me know, Kermit, if you find any of the banned units. So it's anything within the tab when you do the deck building. So even though in-game IFVs come under vehicles, in the deck builder they're obviously under infantry or sometimes attached under recon.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And we'll just fucking call that person out and get them to return to base. When it does change phase, they are allowed to use anything that's hanging around as well. Oh, we got an air tax. Ooh, some MiGs. I think Russians might have the advantage here, actually. Oh, cheap kill.
They need to get the S300s out.
Oh, we got a late F-18 Charlie coming in. Ooh, if Russians can return to base right now, they're looking real nice.
Gotta get that Su-35 out.
Oh, it's so even.
That F-18's in trouble.
Oh, B looks like he rage quit. Nah, he's probably just disconnected real quick. Okay, US with a strong helicopter drop. That makes a whole lot of sense. Ooh, the Black Hawk here just missed out on a recon unit. Oh, a pilot. Oh, he found it. He found it. He found it. It's all good. So we've got a lot of para-rescue coming out on Echo. We got Force Recon in the middle. A bunch of snipers on Delta. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Like found a Ghost Hawk on the right. But he's just gonna let him go.
What was it, sorry?
On C, Kozlik found the Ghost Hawk, but he's gonna let him go.
Ghost Hawk? What the fuck's a Ghost Hawk?
Silent Hawk.
Oh,
Yeah,
Silent Hawk. Ooh, yeah, that can be attached to some of the recon units, right? Like Green Berets. But there's
I
ranges.
think
Yeah.
Steve's in trouble if there's BMP2s gone.
Well, they are
It's just,
BMD2s, so they're very light.
Yeah, it's just one Rangers though.
Yeah, the Rangers I've told to return to base in the chat. Oh, unlucky on that bumming run by the SU-24M2. Who's that left player? I want to know. They're SOF.
I believe
It's
it is.
Pab. Yes. Oh, it might be Reborn. It's Reborn or Pab.
Got a couple Guardians. Quite a big investment. If these Tunguskas can connect, it could be a big loss for them in the middle.
Ooh. Oh, they got
Okay, that's
one.
one down.
That's huge. That's huge.
And they lost the
I
Silent
don't think
Hawk
there was
to me.
anything in there though.
Wow.
This strong shore-out investment is paying off for them.
How's it looking on the Russian side? What's their disposition looking like?
Well, they have a lot of shore-out and a lot of light mechanized and recon units. It looks like they're setting up for the long run rather than trying to take the points immediately.
Okay.
They're taking the slow roll.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense after the helicopter starts. BMD2s. Are they allowed?
The AA is nice, but they've already landed a lot of troops. I don't know how well that would perform over in the long run. It's just gonna sit there and like eat points.
Couple interesting bombs. BMD2s, where are they? Are they an attachment into the recon space?
They definitely could be.
Yes,
You could
yes,
definitely
they
say
are.
with the Spetsnaz.
Yeah, a lot of Russian recons can do that.
That's nice, that's nice. Very... Oh man, these Spetsnaz GRU are going to get so much value in Phase 1.
I think you should have went AA. No vehicles.
It definitely seems like lacking mainline specialized infantry is going to hurt the US in this first phase.
Oh yeah, I agree with that, for sure.
But Power Rescue is putting in some work for the SOF players.
Yeah, that was...
Seems to
I
be
think that
one
was
of
a
their
pretty smart
answers.
decision.
We already have a tool pan. Near E.
My beloved Tolpan.
Okay, it looks like Echo is definitely pretty firmly under grasp of the US players. They've got 2 people playing it. Charlie looks like it's all but fucking done because the guy deployed infantry, which is the banned unit for this phase.
Uh-oh. He saw that helmet. Where that DAP is.
Well,
So
the
I have one
Tolpan's on
question.
vision. Yes, and
So when we move into the next phase, do they recall the units that are banned, or is it once you order it in and it's on the map, you can still use it?
as long as it's on the map, you can use it. It's a deployment ban, so you can't deploy them anymore. But if you've got them out, which should make it really interesting.
It's just a phase ban.
Yeah,
I
should
see,
make
I
it real
see.
interesting trying to keep these helicopters alive.
So
Yeah,
what's
and
the
it
ban
also
next?
brings in a lot of forward thinking.
Yes, exactly. You might want to, you know, in the last 5 minutes of the phase, bring in a lot more shit. Because you know you're not going to be able to deploy it next time.
HC that's been deployed by Mr. Pablito. Back to the deployment zone for him. Looks like some people failed 4th grade.
Whoever gets the recon advantage this phase wins the next phase.
Yeah, for sure. Over on the flanks, we've got 2 Typhoons with snipers. Looks like he's going to try and get some backline vision. And
Ooh,
with
yeah.
people so focused on investing on the points, backline vision's going to be very key.
Oh yeah, for
Couple of
sure.
Franchies.
Oh, look at this. The guy playing Delta is real smart, actually. He's got a SEP V2 Tour, which is in the Recon tab, which makes it allowed, and it is definitely the strongest vehicle on the field for this phase, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a big thing for them to deal with. They're going to need attack helicopters to deal with it. That's all they really have. They
Yeah.
could try and airstrike it. But I don't even think he's prepared for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to It's just going to go where it fucking pleases, I think, for this whole phase. It's living the high life.
Yeah, Mr. Bogdanov doesn't really have much prepared to deal with it. All he really has that can deal with it is an alligator. And
Well,
it's in an anti-air configuration, so yeah, he's not killing this thing.
ooh.
He's got to just hope it wards him off.
Yeah. This single Septua could just push him off the point.
Yeah, that's huge. It's good to see the kills are really even, actually. Despite the US's strong start with the helicopter opening, they've managed to trade pretty efficiently. They just need to get that middle ground back to equalize the caps and be all squared up.
How's the SHORAD situation looking in the middle for the US? Because we've got quite a lot of helicopters coming up.
It's sporadic. I think I only see 2 SHORADs off a quick look. One in between Echo and Fox, and one off to the flank of Charlie.
Oh, is that ballistics?
Oh,
Yeah, they could definitely find an opening here. A lot of these expensive helis, they don't want to lose them because they've only got 6 minutes to deploy them.
really need Russia to
Bogdanov's-
get a grasp on some of these points. I think that tour really threw them off. I think they were banking on Charlie being pretty safe after the misstep by Pab on his opener deployment.
Yep. Now this Lav AD is moving up, and it's connecting. It's connecting quite a lot.
Oh, he'd had to smoke in
Managed to just
self-defense
save it.
though. Couldn't quite finish off the Katrine before it went down, so he smoked just to be sure.
Spetsnaz VMF taking down this Comanche on D.
Holy. They must be on fire support loadout to be able to do that.
Yeah. And
Oh,
they got
and
the
a
Comanche, that's
swoop.
the big loss.
Oh, he got done for the swoop though.
Yeah, that was not an even trade for sure, but with only 5 minutes left in the phase, taking out a Comanche might be big.
Oh, Alligator's doing a death run.
That must have been a mistake, because that was definitely...
Yeah.
Oh, SU-30SM got those Brutuses over on F. They
Ooh, it's a
one
good hit.
survived.
It's stinging. I wonder if they've found those Iron Thunders that are grouped up. Just behind Delta there, that guy's...
Doesn't look like it.
That was quite a bit of aircraft. We might not see any for a little bit. Oh, no.
We've got an S-300 being chased down by a cavalry scout on the right there.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, a pack goes down.
That's some value.
The Russian players are definitely diving a lot of their air tab, trying to take out these helicopters and support assets.
Yeah, it's dangerous. You don't want to fall too far behind in points, and you still have air assets deployable in phase 2, so...
I think it was one of those cheap SU-33s. Like the 180s or 160s. I think he
Oh,
gained a plus there.
Bogdanov's finding lots of units in their spawn. He's found a Pack 2, pilots, and an illegal unit.
Oof. Yep. He has been returning them to base for a while now. He just hasn't quite made it there.
Got a Guardian on QRF though. Looks like Bogdanov sacrificed all this backline recon for little to no return. All he has is one sniper back here, but
Oof.
they're going to be searching this whole backline now.
I don't know. Should we make a
Gone
ruling?
now.
Should we...
It's banned to next phase.
I'm thinking there needs to be... I don't know if we need to put an additional penalty onto Pab for the indiscretions. Ooh,
I
helicopter
would say
push
that they
on the
haven't had
right.
much of an effect on the game.
Yeah, they
If
just took
anything,
out...
it's hurt him.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Oh, the helicopter push on over by the side of Echo didn't really go to plan. The Bradleys are just Bradley's and the tour are just carrying this phase real hard for the US. I don't think the tour's even taken a point of
Big
damage.
heli rush over on C. We've got lots of movement.
You're on C. Holy, there is. See, this is where you'd rather your IFV have the auto cannons rather than the, you know, the main bore guns.
Oh, they got cleaned up by the excellent Russian Shorad.
I wonder if they'll get it. I wonder if they'll get Charlie before the end of the phase. It might save them a point, maybe.
It doesn't seem like they're posturing for it.
The alligator's under attack. Oh, it goes down. Lav AD just
Plus
coming up
4 for
huge.
the US.
Oh,
You might see Russia choose to focus mid soon. They might give up the flank, maybe.
Yeah, a last-ditch effort to head into D, perhaps.
You might see a artillery play in the middle,
okay.
in which
okay.
Russia tries to focus mid and they focus all their artillery. I've seen
Oh.
that a couple times.
Problem with those Russians pushing the middle, particularly the D spot, is the tour is sitting right there and he's just ripping into all these IFE. Oof. I'd hate to see the kill score of that tour by the end of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's not going to survive very long if he's face-checking Morskaya with it.
A mobility kill into a bomb could do wonders for the morale of the Russian side. I think they need something.
Yeah. Very strong start for the US side, but we do have to remember that for every victory condition that the US fulfills, it's 100 points at the end of the phase for Russia, and so that means that they can invest quite heavily into tanks and infantry for the next round.
Ooh, cruise missiles coming in. Oh, going for the tour, but it's already moved out of the way.
And quite a nice reply with cruise missiles from the US side. Managing to get a couple connections, but very, very strong first phase for the US.
Alright, phase 2. That means that Recon and helicopters out.
500 points for the Russia side. That's going to be quite a big income boost. Might help them get back in the game.
Oh, you can see the US is starting to bring in all the armor. Holy. These
And on the Russia
helicopters are
side,
going
it
to...
looks like a heavy
Oh, look at the
investment in infantry.
Russians. Look at that.
There's a lot going on, is there?
Definitely doubling down on mechanized for the Russian side.
Oh, hell yeah. I hope we get a huge fucking pushback here, because those Russian IFV are definitely going to beat the, oh, huge bombing run. The, yeah, the IFV are going to beat the US armor to the front for sure, so they might be able to get some early push into some of these caps. And there was a huge bombing run there by Russia as well, taking out a lot of the air defense net for the US side. What else we got coming in? A bunch of supplies, heaps of vehicles, heaps of bringing back that air defense net. Russia definitely have a window here.
And if we take a look at the helicopter count for the Russia side, we've only got 2 helicopters left. Only 2
Yeah.
Patrons.
A lot of Russian infantry, but they do have to be wary of the US responding with artillery.
The US have 5 helicopters still remaining, 1 Comanche, 2 DAPs, and 2 killer eggs. So not sure what the DAPs and the killer eggs are loaded out with, but they've got at least a little bit banked up. We might be heading to a sudden death. Once they capture this point, the countdown's on.
Oh. Yeah.
Holy. Are Russians...
I think they have a good chance of breaking the sudden death, but they need to act
Okay.
quickly, especially considering that the US probably has points in reserve for airstrikes to counter this big Russian mechanized push coming in.
We just...
A little bit of banter going on.
Yeah,
inside.
alright, alright. Oh, here we go. We're seeing all the IFE starting to roll in now. It's only snipers they have to
lucky though.
clear out of the cap. They just need to find them,
Got
kill
a Guardian
them.
moving up. Where's the Russian SHORAD? I didn't see any Russian SHORAD in the area. The closest is
no.
Panzer.
Wait, where did those
There's not
Guardians
Ripper
come
Russia.
from? Did they come in this phase? Were they just hiding at the back and I didn't see them?
Oh, there's that Septua rearing its head again.
Oof. Right at the front of the column. Exactly where you don't want to see it.
Yep, that's completely stalled out the push onto D.
Oh,
Insane
no.
value from that Septua.
You might salvage G, but you're running
Yeah, moving up that
really close.
Panzer.
You got 30 seconds.
Well, it looks like they're going to get it. Looks like they're going to get it. It's going to cost them on the KD, I think, but they've got it neutralized.
It saved the game, at least.
It definitely
Yep,
has.
sudden death is broken, but at a very high cost.
I don't know whether they can...
There could be a
Maintain
perfect
it.
team. Got a bunch of infantry and you got a supporting tank.
Yeah. This is definitely going to open up the kill lead for the US again in the second phase.
Oh, yeah. And without helicopters to quickly react, that could be troubling. Something that the US does have going for them, oh sorry, the Russians do have going for them, is that it looks like the US have all run out of their forward reconnaissance units. There's only a sporadic number of them and none of them are snipers with the max range. Just a couple of force recon lads and maybe one cav scout out to the side.
We had a bit of a
614.
push forming on C, and it looks like they've elected to move to the forest between D and C.
Hmm. Looks like a pretty good push onto Echo. If they can find the supply there and bomb it, it'd be a huge blow to the US forces because there's currently a fucking tank trying to refuel its fucking bits.
We have a tank battle on E.
Oh, he's got his rear armor facing the M1A1. That is not. Ooh, but the Dushkas. Just, oh, all those crits coming in hella fast. That FEP did not know what hit it. Really nice push from G into Echo there.
Looks like a lot of the US frontline has just been broken down by this massive Russian mechanized push.
Yeah, well, there was quite a bit of time spent resupplying over on Echo, and they've just gotten their guys back into the action to push back the assault. Now flipping it over to Charlie to see how that's going.
Cruise missiles coming in on Echo side.
Ooh,
More ballistics.
they get intercepted? Oh, not quite.
I'm noticing very dominant artillery control from the US side, and we've got some replies from Bogdanov with some Tolpans, which is really going to help out on C. He needs this to clear out C for sure.
That's interesting because the US side don't have a whole lot of indirect fire. They've got a Brutus, an Iron Thunder, and a GLMRS, and I think that's all. Or oh, that's a Slam Ram.
Well, there goes the Tolpans.
Oof.
They got F-35 quite quickly.
Yeah, I got the back end of that. Oof.
Another F-35, but it didn't connect.
It looks like Charlie is about to fall over.
Yeah, definitely. We've got this massive mechanized force off to the side of C that's just gonna tear through the US backline. He doesn't even have much past C, so
Oh yeah,
Bogdanov could
there's
just push all the way
nothing.
through and nothing can stop him.
Yeah, Charlie's very sparse. The units that are on there are heavily injured. Oh boy. This is good. A Russian comeback. That's exactly what we needed. Oh, the
If
Russian.
Russia keeps up the pressure, I think they might actually be able to get back into this one.
100%. The push into Echo has been getting absolutely minced, though. They're trying to cross over this small choke, but they're getting caught by Rangers RRC and some airborne and a tank. They're just throwing away points there. They need to come a better way at attacking Echo.
Yeah, they're just trickling in units and they're dying one by one at this point. There needs to be stabilization, for sure. I don't think sending in BRDMs with Cornet missiles is gonna take down what they have on E.
Well, we got another plane coming in. Maybe this was just a probe for a strike.
Good A-10 coming in. And it gets taken down by the Panzer.
Ooh.
Eventually.
Okay, it wasn't a bad strike.
Not without getting a lot of utility out of it.
Oh, they couldn't quite take out that SEP V3 trophy. That would have been a huge points gain if they could have grabbed it. Just all the
The shore out on
smoke
sea has
saved
been
it.
degraded completely.
Well. You can definitely feel the lack of recon from the US side now that they don't have that upper hand and they don't know what's coming. You can tell that it's taken them a second to react to what's happening. This dark blue player, the airborne player over on Echo to Gulf area, he's doing really well to keep his forces mobile and keep pushing forward. See those airborne with the Moors, they're super potent at taking out pretty much anything that they're faced with other than a specialist CQB unit from the Russian side like the SSO.
That is a massive infantry pile up near C.
Yeah, and he does not have nearly enough supplies to help them. SEP 2 is showing back up on C. This thing truly is the SEP 2 that could.
That's the fucking MVP right there, isn't it? Does he have a cool skin for it? He definitely does. Holy. It's even got some fucking booby jiggling going on with the side skirts. That tour. Holy.
It just seems like they just don't have anything to answer to it. Even with access to their vehicle tab, they have no answer.
Cat Dragon team on C.
There is.
Many of those.
I'm actually a big fan of the Cat Dragon, especially because it's more of a lighter armor game these days. The what is it? The Cat Javelin or whatever the Javelin version of that unit's called. Bettering has heavy armor, but the Cat Dragon being able to ripple fire the less penetration, but it can get through APS, can really rip through the IFB spam that Russians are known to utilize.
The Russian players had a lot of good momentum, but it seems like they've stalled out now, and the US is starting to stabilize.
Yeah.
And if they can't make up some of the gap in the next 3.5 minutes, it's not looking good for them. It might be an unwinnable situation.
Yeah, the kill score's looking real bad.
Because they're headed for what? Is that a +10?
At the moment, yes. It might be a +12 though. They're not far off it at all. Just 600 more points.
The Russians have retained a lot of their recon compared to the US on C, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised that C is not in Russian
was-
hands.
Yeah, I was foreseeing this in Phase 2. There was going to be a point which somebody's going to lose all their recon.
Whoever this dark blue player is that's pushing through the middle, they've done really well. Oh, that SU-24 just done
Bomb.
fucking God's work just then. Yeah,
think it
this
was worth it.
airborne player is doing real good. Who would that be? Either Smokey or Rigger. Yeah, well, the score's looking. I haven't even really looked. Oh, Reborn's just toweling it up.
He's having the time of his life.
Yeah, isn't he just? He must own that tour. Is he playing Armored? He is.
That might actually be. I think it's Rigo's tour.
Yeah,
Release.
that would make a lot of sense. That thing's done everything. It's interesting to see once the phase switched into phase 2, you saw the US go for all their heavy armor right off the bat, whereas the Russian side really tried to go for IFV and infantry, and being that slower unit, they just couldn't quite get the kills on that heavy armor to just neutralize those scores. And I think that was the big swing that cost them as the round kept going.
The smart
the-
move right now would be a smoke carrier of some sort, because there's no support in phase 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like they've elected over on E to just push infantry across open ground, which is not exactly an option that I would pick, but
Yeah, you definitely want them
especially
in
with his
woods
tanks
or
running rampant
buildings.
in the background. If he
Yeah.
had
I
those
I
more
believe we haven't
skies
used
spread
those
out, he would have
tactics
killed
since
those
World
tanks.
War One.
Yeah, for sure.
They just heard a whistle blast and got moving.
Okay, we're coming into wrapping up phase 2 now.
Yep.
With a strong +10 for the US side. And yeah, this is... If they get a +10 here, it's gonna be unwinnable.
Yeah, pretty close
'Cause
to
even
it.
if you have
3,
+12,
6,
you don't win.
9. Well, they could get up to 18, right? Theoretically.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is +3. So...
They're still in it, but fuck,
the
it's going to be
surrender vote is
hard.
coming through.
Oh, really?
Yep, surrender vote, 3 votes. Yep, looks like the Russians have elected to
Wow.
surrender.
That's pretty valid. That tour. Where is it? It lived all the way from the start to the end.
Very strong start by the US.
Very, very strong. Yeah, it had to be Reborn. I want to see that tank's fucking kill log.
It's Rigor Mortis' Septor.
Really?
But yeah, but look, take
Oh,
a
it
look
didn't
at
really
Rigor
do-
Mortis' kill tab. Look at his Guardian.
What is
That
it?
thing almost has a page dedicated to itself.
Holy. That's not bad. What was Reborn putting in the work with? He was just supporting, just all air all the time. Rangers RRC putting in a lot of work for him as well.
Wow.
Nice work, nice work. Let's get back into the staging area and get these guys into their second game. All right, we're going into game 2. This is on Dead Center. We've dropped down to a 3-on-3 game. We have the US and Russia. I'm attached to the Russian side because they're a little bit heavier on the LO. So by having me on there without deploying any troops, their income, or sorry, the US income is going to be a little bit more buffed to hopefully give them a little bit more of a kind of balance between having a lower LO player into the game. We're on Dead Center, which should be an absolute shit fight. The bans for phase 1 are going to be the recon tab and the support tab. For phase 2, it's going to be infantry and air. And then for phase 3, it's going to be vehicles and helicopters. So I think the big interesting point is that everyone's going to be blind as fuck in phase 1. And in phase 3, it's whoever can keep their vehicles and their helicopters alive are going to profit real good.
Smokey's very.
All right.
I mean, yeah, it'll be a good game though.
Let's do it. So yeah, phase run, no recon. They're going to be blind as hell on both sides, which should be real interesting.
We think healers are the big play here.
Yeah,
'cause
okay,
you
I can
can't
see
counter
that.
them as much.
Maybe that's a benefit on the
Everybody's
Russian
going to
side.
be
'Cause-
tricked.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be tricked into going into vehicles, but they don't realize, hang on, you can also pick healers.
Yeah, well, the Russians have a couple of IFVs that have the like anti-helicopter capability that might come up huge if they have them in their decks.
If they stick them into the city, they should be fine.
Should we eliminate some of these caps? Like Juliet and Golf or something like that? Or
Mm,
Juliet India?
It's no, everybody congregates in the middle. It's
Yeah,
hard to
fuck
push
it.
from like J to G anyway. They're very open. It's fair. It's actually a very symmetrical map when you think about it. Kind of.
Yeah, I think if this game's tight coming into phase 3, I'm going to be real excited because armor and helicopters are the two things that people try to keep alive the most. And without being able to deploy new ones, they can really turn the tide if people can keep them alive. US getting an early fucking victory with the air tab or Strike Eagle.
This isn't looking too good.
Yeah, the US air is just so good on the opener. Oh, they did manage to trade though. Only 20 points of difference after that. Like, it's not as bad as it looks.
Look it out with some Iglas.
Hell yeah. Oh, we even got a Barbarous. We haven't, and a Terminator. We haven't seen them very much since the nerfs. Still look cool. Oh, there's heaps of Barbarous actually. Holy.
See the first Hilo come out.
Oh, some supplies. I hate dropping supplies with helicopters. But when there's no support tab, it's actually pretty safe, I guess.
I think right now you would have to risk running low on ammunition on a lot of units before doing this early of a supply drop.
Yeah. Oh, this Viper is positioned right down the main drag. Oh, what?
He hit the building.
Did he actually? No way.
They can't fly through buildings, can they?
Holy. Somebody give that guy a self-help line. That was fucking awful. That should have been a free kill. Now that Viper's... Yeah, that Viper has stalled the entire column by itself.
Yep. See what I said? He lose.
Wow.
It's shut down their entire play. Just a single 1 health Viper.
Oh, here we go. The Russians are starting to retaliate with some helicopters of their own. Hopefully they got some Iglas and shit on them. Killer Egg's off to the right. Viper in the middle. Holy.
This is where Moto or Guard will come into play because they get the APS. A lot of the healers would have top attack, like attack weapons. So that Terminator right there, very low on health, he probably just took 1 hit. That's the problem with the Russians right now.
Ooh. Will we see an Ospreys? We know there's a drop around here somewhere. Oh, okay. If those Barbarous can get into the actual urban center and hide behind the buildings, I think they'll be rather effective actually. Because as long as they can lure the helicopters into their range, they might be able to sneak a couple of kills on some of these Apaches. Not if you're not microing them though. Oh god. It's good to see the Russians have gone heavy onto the anti-air infantry to kind of make up for their shortfall.
Yeah, that was the right play.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably should have chucked it in a couple like very light, fast vehicles and just ferried a shit ton to the front.
Hmm. I think not having a support tab is going to hurt the Russians real bad.
It could have hurt the US just as much because their SHORAD is lacking.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Just need, yeah, I think the Russians just need to get their
It's
helicopters
just
in the air.
Yeah, the US won quite simply because they started with healers.
Hmm. Yeah, normally, like, if you win air superiority fight at the start of the game as well, you can only swoop the helicopters, kind of giving you the advantage. That didn't really matter this game.
Yeah. So the start was a air and light infantry play. The heavy armor is a bad play, especially by the Russians at the start.
Yeah. Oh, these tanks are just getting minced. T-80s leave a little bit to be desired. Oh, they're getting picked off. Oh, Comanche on the side as well. Russians are struggling to get a foothold. The US are just doing whatever they want.
They can just stand off and keep the armorer away at a distance. It's just very hard for them to get onto the points. And there seems to be a sort of a small armored unit just going around. So if they do make it, they're bumping into like an Abrams and a couple guys. It's not good.
Yeah. Su-24 coming out. Isn't that a seed plane? What is that doing?
They can take ATGMs.
They can. I'm a big fan of the 3 anti-radiation 2 ATGMs. I think it's 260 is pretty good value.
It does catch people by surprise. You can strafe from AA pieces.
Now, if the Russians have some air-to-ground bombers, there's a couple of unprotected
They should push
B2s
this.
here. Oh,
They need to make it go away. That's not good.
oh no, that Moors team. Yeah, I guess he was baiting with the V2s and it... Oh my god. That was well played by the US side. Credit where credit's due. It's a tough look.
That's very good to pull that off, especially if you don't have recon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Russians very much so underestimated or undervalued the helicopters for this phase 1 with the bands. Combination of the Raws and the V2s are just proving very difficult to deal with.
Air and infantry. I believe it's an artillery match next.
It might be.
The
Would
Russians
you-
could capitalize on that.
Yeah, I feel like when it gets to phase 2, whoever has the majority of the map is going to be the ones heavily benefiting from it because you can get those forward recon into better positions a lot easier if you already have map control. Whereas Russia trying to set up map control from being behind, not even having their India spot, which is one of their kind of, I guess, more reliable points to take, is real difficult. And see if they can swing it around. They got 6 more minutes in the phase. What do you got on this left flank near Gulf? A little bit of a tank battle. Barbarous that can't get into close range. And a lot of javelin strikers in the back. That is tough to push. A lot of Sturmovikis coming out of the Russian side for not a whole lot of infantry. Don't know how I feel about that. Vardy, Morostreki, they're a lot better of an option. They've got some really nice rocket launchers.
The first thing the Russians need to buy is a smoke launcher of some caliber. It does not matter. They need smoke. It's just way too many ways in which you can get attacked approaching the city.
Yeah. They've only just gotten to like a good critical mass of helicopters as well.
I believe it is going to be over soon.
Oh my, sudden death. I don't know if they can hold India. I feel like Russia can get India back. Comanche's out to the side. Does it get taken out? Oh, not quite.
That barber should be careful. There's rolls in that area.
It's gone right in there. It's going to hit rear flanks. Rear armor. Oof. That's where you feel the points nerf. There's a lot of infantry on India. I don't think they're getting it. Yeah, there's no way they're getting India. Can they get Gulf? That's the big ticket. Smalls go down. They are capturing.
They should be fine.
The tanks are scrambling on the US side, but they're not going to get there in time.
2 FEP trophies is pretty nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, it's only like the last kind of, maybe like 5 minutes that the Russians have actually accumulated enough helicopters to push back.
If the Russians, if they did that at the start, this would be a completely different match.
Yeah.
Dropping maybe Mi-24s with Gruyer would have been very powerful for the Russians.
So there is a ban on air and infantry. So with 3 minutes left in the phase, this is for phase 2, there's a ban on infantry and air. So 3 minutes left until the phase. This is where you want to start calling those units in while you still can. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to have much use of them. Looks like the red US player has called in heaps of infantry. I've seen a lot of Rangers, a lot of Raw squads. I think he's ready for the phase to tick over. It doesn't look like the Russians have a whole lot of infantry out and about. And I haven't seen any aircraft for quite a while now.
They're either banking on artillery or armor.
Heavy fighting over on Gulf.
It'd be hard to dislodge those US players out. Especially those assaultmen.
There is a lot of stationary tanks though, and aircraft are allowed. What's going on with this? Well, there's a little desync issue, I think. Can you guys still hear me okay?
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
The
it's just
Charlie?
a desync.
US are flattening. Obviously, they're at the disadvantage income wise as well. Oh, sorry, no, Russians are at the disadvantage income wise. Sorry, yeah. So maybe that's a bigger handicap than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
We'll see how phase 2 pans out, I guess, because they're starting to take back India now, which is huge. It takes away a point. Okay, they've firmly got Gulf. If they can get India as well and then try to go for the middle, I think they'll be set in a good spot to try to push forward into Echo.
It's not impossible for a Russian win.
No.
It's just the US set themselves up very well at the start.
Yeah, they had a
Especially
good
the
game plan going in. Oof,
Those
good
ATGMs
takeout.
and high rises are going to be a problem for the Russians. They don't seem to have done anything about it.
Yeah, indirect fire and the ballistics and cruise missiles might be able to equalize that a little bit. Bombing run coming in there. I don't think it was too successful. And the Strike Eagle does go down. Alright, phase 2. is air and inf. Oh, Viper lives on a sliver of HP. It looks like they're finally digging into this forest where I can only assume there has to be a resupply location put in there somewhere. So those Guardi getting good shots in behind the APS. Delta Force.
Standoff Delta.
Standoff, yeah.
Love to see it.
I'm a big fan of Standoff Delta. They're so fun. I was actually
Always gotta use
testing
them if I
the
can.
suppression, like when you have suppressors on your weapons the other day, and I think it might be busted this patch because you're supposed to be more concealed. It didn't. It wasn't working for me.
If you have a suppressor, if you fire over halfway, you
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying that, and it was automatically picking my guys up, even when they shouldn't have been in detection range where they fired suppressed or not. So,
It might have been the ATGM that fired.
and now I was like disabling weapons and trying a bunch of different stuff. I think it might just be busted this patch. It might be a bug.
Because I do remember that used to work.
Yeah. I remember giving it a go. Because there was one of the last in-house game we played, actually. I was versing Smokey over on a point. He's in this game here. He's one of the US players. And, yeah, I had suppressors on and I was engaging and he was just engaging me straight back. And I was like, that's not how I thought that was going to play.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to the game. Looks like the Russian side have firmly gotten a grasp of India. Are all the support units coming in? Yeah, looking at them go.
How
The
wide is the map?
Tonkers.
Is it the same as a big map?
Yeah, it's huge. It goes all the way out.
There is
Plenty of
potential here.
opportunities. Yeah, the Comanches are just going to be lethal as hell.
Yeah.
There's the line
If
there.
you're going to offer me a boundary that wide, I will use it.
Yeah. Especially now that Recon are back in. Recon and support are the ones that have been brought back into the fold. We do have some Recon heading out on the left side, which is nice. Anything on the right? Not yet. Not yet.
A Silent Hawk would be a very good play.
Oh, yeah.
Just dropping one underneath the air like Spawn.
You can see all the supply vehicles coming in now as well. They were obviously limited to helicopter supply in that last one, and you can't get helicopters you can't get them very close at all. So
You can forgive their KDs because they can't resupply their
yeah,
KDs.
yeah, it's tough. Oh, these deltas, standoff delta, are fucking absolutely annihilating. Just
Also,
slowly
ballistics in play now.
building to building. Yeah, there's some Tonkers back this way that are just, whenever they get the chance, they're going. Heaps of armor on Golf. No air to do anything
Gotta be
about it.
Careful those ballistics. If you invest too heavily, this map is very wide.
Yeah. This dark green player has all the stuff out though. They've got the biggest ground space by far. Doing a good job keeping that shit alive. We pick up some kill. Oh, that mobility kill on the Bradley's nice. 3 points when they get around to it.
Those tanks are after a supply dump wherever they are.
Terminator is in a pretty good spot to deal with a lot of these infantry squads. Oh, no.
I
Don't worry
think it's
about that.
diving.
Do not worry about that. Those Roars, AMPV, that's a game changer.
That poor Termy.
We go Spetsnaz GRU, actually on the anti-air loadouts, not even the mix, just straight anti-air. Just want to deal with helicopters. Get them out.
Should have been abused a lot more at the start, I think.
Well, they were banned. They've only come in for phase 2.
Oh yeah, Recon.
It's a tricky thing about having the tab trouble rule set. Oh, they're struggling to get their supply dumps in. The US must have some pretty good recon. Oh, you can look at these clumps. If you just had aircraft.
Yeah.
Is that ballistics? Looks like ballistics, I think. Oh my, that's going to be a tough push for golf. Oh, the long range MLRS coming in as well. Oh, got the mobility kill.
Helos are still in play, so that tank push can be repelled.
Do these TOS take out the Delta?
That is so much hardy.
No, it doesn't look like you get anything out of that barrage. Oh, a good supply depot, a good drop onto India there. That's a good foothold to start pushing your way towards Echo there.
Better move them quick though.
Oh yeah.
they're just sitting on the supply dump.
Come on, man, move them.
Oh, that's making me nervous. They're still there.
Oh no.
Oh, I told you.
Too late, too late. There's that Delta again. Yeah, you can see the supplies for the US being nice and up front means the armor. Even when they take a couple of these missiles, they can just resupply and come back in real quick, whereas the US have to fall back so far to resupply. Feels like the US definitely have a supply advantage here, and feels like a recon advantage as well. The left flank is interesting though. Russians might be able to put a little bit of work in.
Sentinel.
Oh boy. There's not many juicy targets for the Sentinel to reveal though, other than this Buck and Tor combination at the back here.
Oh, we got a TOS.
What was the aircraft that was called in? I didn't even see that.
I forgot. I forgot it was banned. Nine hacker rigor mortis. That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, if they can get this Booker, the tank sitting on that supply, that'd be real juicy if they had some indirect.
That's a target.
Yeah, they just need to get it. They just need to get it. I thought they'd be a lot more ballistics and cruise missiles and shit like that coming from the Russian
Russians need to
side.
resupply their ATGMs right now and repel the second attack, and then hit that.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good play.
Their supplies are just getting pumped. It wouldn't surprise me if the US have some recon back here somewhere, because they're sniping some good spots.
I believe picking this map was the wrong decision.
We let Neon pick it. He got fucking surrendered on. Where is he? He's up here. He got surrendered on last game. He was having a tough one, so we gave him the honors. And it seems like his pick's working out for him, so good on him.
I'd love to know if anybody made the call for Helos at the start. Or they just did it because it's the US.
Yeah.
Because it would just like tell you the state of the game. Regards like how teams operate. If they just didn't even think about it.
People are really trying to because of the bans, they're really trying to stretch their tabs to include everything, which means once things get taken out, it's really problematic. And I think that's the case with the supply vehicles. I think some people have gone a bit cheap. I like to have at least 4 supplied vehicles in any deck that I play. So that
At
if a
least
couple
one
get taken
big
out,
one,
I can
and-
keep coming them in.
yeah.
Coming them in.
At least
Bringing them
one
in.
massive like supplied like truck. Like
Yeah.
T3M. But it's also good to have like a bunch of VDV trucks just to send stuff wherever you need it.
Yeah, absolutely. This T80 is not going to win this fight. US armor is just too difficult to overcome.
If supply gets banned, there is a funny play you could do. You could do transport planes and just drop the cargo out the back.
Yeah. Just paradrop the shit.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
What you can do is do that and also have like 4 trucks underneath ready to like distribute them out.
Yeah. How fucking spicy would it be if helicopters and support got banned? And you had to paradrop or you just wouldn't be able to fucking fix your lads. These 3 Dushka squads. Dushka? DSH? I'm just gonna call them Dushkas. I don't think they have a Dushka though. They're more of a anti-armor fucking mini disposable troop. They're putting in work. Can we get the
they're,
Delta?
like, commando squads, I believe. Like small little like commandos.
Oh, good snipe.
The accusations.
Is that the VDV DSH? Are they inf?
Yes. Did he call them in?
Oh fuck, I didn't see them.
Okay, you just saved them.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Oh, look at this. They've got all the eyes on everything, but there's no way they're getting away with it. That probably paid for itself, not gonna lie.
They do
Might
know
have-
where the supply dump is, though.
Yeah, might have bought them a bit of a breather.
It makes the US reconsider what they're gonna do now.
Oh, so many.
They're gonna have to move supply dumps.
Oh my god. That helicopter just got
That's
way
what
too
it was.
close. If they can get these tanks out of the way, that's going to be a lot of points swinging over to the Russian side. If they can get these Thunderbolts, just one helicopter would be so huge. I don't know what happened to all the Russian helicopters. They're available, they're just not getting utilized.
The anti-air Russians, they're quite expensive, I will say.
Hmm.
It probably would make them reconsider buying them.
Oh, Thunderbolts, if they get their shots off. Yeah, I mean, they have the
This would
best
become
cannon
a
in the
moment.
game.
Yeah, this would become a moment in which you would have to get somebody to dedicate buying specific units
Hmm.
right now. You can't spread out like this.
US are trying to throw in a couple of helicopters. Too bad the USMC helicopters are fucking terrible. They're so fragile. They just get taken out so easily.
Pretty nimble, but they're paper mache.
2 tanks sitting out here. They've been spotted for a while. They're just begging for a fucking hit.
Only cheap ones, but still an Abrams.
Hmm. They're still, what, 200-ish points?
I believe that's where the supply dump was from before.
Yeah.
So they've just been sitting there.
I think it's the Comanche that's out to this right flank that's spotting all these supply dumps. They've called in a Phantom to try to fix it. A couple of tours here with radar on, sitting side by side. That is...
This is a moment where you would argue putting a radar on the MI-28s. Because you can't spot the Comanches like this.
Yeah, they
It's
just
impossible.
can't.
It would always like see you and it can get off like a couple shots off before you can even see it.
Yeah, they're losing the recon war. They're just, oh no. Surrender vote has come through for the Russians. Another one-sided game, it looks like. They're real close to getting sudden deathed. Phase 3 is vehicle heli.
I believe it's just Lucky that's just voting.
Yeah, if they all vote, I'll vote with them. Looks like it's declined. We're playing it out. Okay.
Morale's definitely down.
Yeah. India's just starting to be taken. I think India could have been taken for a while. I think the US just assumed there was going to be some defense on there. Oh boy.
As long as they can consolidate around G, India
Oh, not getting that kill.
should be fine.
If the T90M Marina could have gotten that kill on the M1A2, it would have been huge. They're just really struggling to get a foothold.
Oh, lucky shot.
Look at all these tanks, man. When did the US get so tank heavy? Oof.
Those are the base ones, the M1A2s, so you can spam them a bit more.
Yeah. It was always the US side that was known as the, like, armor spam. But the, oh, no. The US side, in a lot of the games that I've seen lately, have just had the upper hand on armor. So we get an aircraft back into the fold. I think having air back available probably only helps strengthen the US position more.
What's the bet? The floodgates open any second now.
The problem is that the Russians can't finish off these tanks. And when you can't call in your own tanks to fight them, it makes it real difficult. I'm guessing some of these kill tallies are going to be pretty huge for the US side. Some of their tanks are going to have, 5+ kills pretty easily, I'd reckon.
You need to pair the T90M with another cheaper tank, just to pair them up.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the base T90 for 170. It's just
it's
cost
fine,
efficient. This premise is bullshit. I was going to be a cheerleader, but we're all grown adults. Don't need no cheerleader.
I need to hold his hand.
Look, I feel a little bit guilty because maybe the handicap of me being in the game and the income kind of nerf that they have. Well, it's a buff for the US side more so than a nerf for the Russian side. That might be a little bit too much to overcome.
Accumulating that they could have used.
Yeah, like I feel bad, but I think there's some gameplay issues as well. Oh boy. Like the light blue is sitting all this stuff on the supply that got bombed on India earlier. And the, not opening helicopters was a bit of a rough one as well. I think Lackey has fully given up. Oof. Some rough KDs. Kermit's done well this game. Alrighty. Sudden death it is. Looks like this game's going to end early. Seems like the Russian players are pretty done with it, which is fair. All right. Any final thoughts from tonight's games, Big Z?
One-sided, but I don't know. I think the rules could be kinked out a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna switch it up every week. So next week there'll be something completely different. It won't be tabs being banned. There'll be something completely new.
I can see this becoming a bit more refined
Oh yeah.
and a bit more fun. It will be. I could see this becoming really fun. I think a bit more balance, maybe. If the teams equalize, it should be fine, I think.
Hmm.
The lack of income, I think, hurt the Russians a lot also.
Yeah. We'll make sure we got 2 players on each team. Otherwise, I just won't spectate it and just let them play it out.
Yeah. But no, that was a good play by the US, if they did do helos at the start.
Anyway, that is GG.
Oh, congrats, US.
Alright, thanks for watching. And yeah, stay tuned for the channel if you want some more Broken Arrow stuff, awesome door kicker stuff. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.